students, welcome back. So today I am Anuradha from DPS Haldwani Lamachor. Today going to start another topic of chapter 6, molecular basis of inheritance. Already we have discussed about the transcription as well as the genetic code, the structure of tRNA, because these things are very important for the another process. As majorly we are doing here the central dogma. What was the central dogma? When the DNA changes into the mRNA and mRNA changes into the protein. Okay, and like this there will be two steps, that is transcription as well as the translation method. So already we have covered about the transcription, in which we have formed the mRNA from the DNA template, and with the help of some tRNA structure we know that different parts of these tRNA and how we will use it here. Today we will understand it. Right? So let's start the second one, that is the translation. So what is the meaning of translation? When there will be formation of proteins with the help of amino acids. When amino acids will combine, what they will form? They will form protein. So in this translation, what happens from mRNA, it codes for the different amino acids, and these amino acids will combine and ultimately forms the protein. Okay, so the same thing we have written, polymerization of amino acids. What is the meaning of polymerization? When we are adding all the monomer units. Okay, when we are adding the monomer unit, it will form the polymer, and here what will be the monomer? Amino acids. So these amino acids will combine and polymerize to form a polypeptide. It means that it will form a, poly means large and peptide relates to the combination of amino acid, and due to this what happens, there will be a formation of polypeptide bond right here. So in this translation we will understand that how there will be formation of amino acid and how these amino acid will attach with the different amino acids right here. Now what are the requirements and what is happening? Second point I have written, these amino acids are joined by the peptide bond. Okay, and yes, if they are combining these amino acids, so they require some energy also. Okay, so to work any or to combine it, the energy is required here. Okay, now the question arises that how we will start this process of translation. We required some components. So what are these components here? So first of all we will say the mRNA. Okay, that mRNA which we have formed from where? From the transcription, from the DNA template, it changes into the mRNA. So now we will use these mRNA here. As well as we need this ribosome. What are the function of ribosome? We have done that ribosome having enzymatic activity, and we are having different types of ribosomes like rRNA, okay, then tRNA and mRNA. Okay, and here with the help of this ribosome we will able to form the peptide bond. Clear? Another thing is amino acids. We need some amino acid which is already present in the cell, and we will utilize that amino acid and will take with the help of some adapter molecule. Okay, before that we have done about the adapter molecule. What is it? The tRNA is known as the adapter molecule which will take this amino acid in it from the environment. Right here, for all doing all these activity, again energy is required. So energy required in which form? In form of ATP, and ATP is adenosine triphosphate. Okay, and another one is that I have discussed adapter molecule. Adapter molecule for what? For adapting or for taking some of the amino acid, and this adapter molecule is nothing, it is tRNA. Okay, now one of the enzyme will be required, that is amino acyl tRNA synthetase. This enzyme is very important. Okay, now we will understand that what are the uses of these components one by one, and this enzyme is needed for what? For charging the tRNA. So why there is a need for charging this tRNA, we will understand in these steps. So for understanding this translation, it is having different phases. It is having different step. How we will go for the translation, right? So for the translation, there is some prerequisite phases are there. Like directly we will not go for the translation, because translation means to form the amino acid, and from this amino acid formation of protein with the help of peptide bond, right here. So we will not directly go for the translation. First of all, what will happen, we need for the activation of amino acid. Now what is this thing? See, whatever transcription as well as translation, it is happening where? In the cell. For example, it is any cell, okay, prokaryotic or eukaryotic cell, and we know that in case of prokaryotic cell, everything, transcription as well as translation, both occurs where? In the cytoplasm itself. Is it clear? And if it is a eukaryotic cell, then there will be nucleus, and inside the nucleus transcription will be there, and after the formation of mRNA, because there it is also having DNA, okay, after forming the mRNA from here, it will enter into the cytoplasm, and into the cytoplasm it will form the proteins, right here. So and here I am discussing about generally the prokaryotic cells, okay, in which everything is happening in the cytoplasm itself. So what happens here, we know that in this cytoplasm, okay, in this cytoplasm, so many amino acids are present, okay, so many amino acids are already present. Now what happens that whether it is there will be nucleus or there will be absence of nucleus, we will understand by the same one. So it is required that these amino acid which is present in the cytoplasm, it should be collected, it should be taken up by some of the things. So who will take this amino acid from the cytoplasm? The adapter molecule, okay. So what is the function of adapter molecule? It is a tRNA, and we know that tRNA is what? It is useful for the transportation of amino acid from the cytoplasm, right? And where it is required, we know that we have found, for example it is DNA, okay, it is template DNA. Out of 2 strands of DNA, we have made one template strand, and in this template strand, okay, in this template strand we are having another one, that is mRNA. Above to it, what we will form? mRNA. So what it is? mRNA, right? So I will not drawing this DNA here. Now from DNA, RNA has been formed. Now from this mRNA, what happens here, that there will be there will be some tRNA adapter molecule, and we know the structure of tRNA. And what is the sequence of mRNA? Always 5 prime to 3 prime, right here. And when the adapter molecule will come here, adapter molecule having what? They are having 5 loops or 5 arms, and out of them we know about this downwards, it is known as anticodon loop. And what is the function of this anticodon loop? It will pair up with the mRNA, okay. The sequences which is present in this mRNA, it will pair up with this mRNA, this anticodon. And how it will pair up? With the help of complementary base pairing. So for example, if I say that the first amino acids of any of any protein, that is what? It is the methionine, okay. Everyone is the methionine. So I am quoting here AUG, okay. The AUG is present, the first amino acids, okay, or the first code, which is, it is known as also starting codon, okay, initiator codon. We have done this thing. So first of all, there will be initiator codon, and to read this initiator codon, who will come here? This tRNA. This tRNA will come here and read this codon and take up the base pairing. So what will be this A will form what? U, okay, this will form U, and U will form A, and G will form C, like this. And now after reading this UAC, it will interpret it, and it will go in the cytoplasm and bring the amino acid. So what type of amino acid it will bring? It will bring methionine, because we know because tRNA knows, Okay, the tRNA knows that this code is for what? This code is for the methionine, and it has to bring only amino acid from the cytoplasm. Right here. So after bringing this amino acid, what it will do? It will attach this amino acid here in the tRNA, right? And after that, what will happen? From the 3' end, this is the 5' and 3', and from this 3' end, this amino acid will get attached here, and after that, who will come here? The ribosome will come here. So we will understand this step in the next one. First of all, what we have to do? We have to bring this amino acid from the cytoplasm. Why I make you understand here? Because why there is a need to bring it? That's why we have discussed about it. Otherwise, we will discuss more elaborately here. So first of all, what is needed? The amino acid which is present here, it should be needed to bring where? Into this adapter molecule. So how it will come up to the tRNA? tRNA, how it will bring this amino acid? Okay, and how this amino acid is present in the cytoplasm? So it is required that first of all, these amino acid will get activated. If they will not be get activated, they will not able to move from the cytoplasm, and it will not go with the tRNA. So the first requirement is that the amino acid should be activated, and here what we will do? We will do some step. For example, to activate them, what is required? ATP is required. Okay, ATP is required because high energy is required to make them activate. So same thing I have written here, amino acids, okay, that is those are present in the cytoplasm, and it will combine with ATP, okay, and there is a need of this enzyme which we have discussed earlier, that is amino acetyl tRNA synthetase enzyme. You have to memorize this enzyme name because it's very important that amino acyl tRNA synthetase enzyme will help them to activate this amino acid. Right here, and energy is required as well as some cofactors are also required. So we have taken magnesium here as a cofactor. So after this, what it will form? It will form amino acyl AMP enzyme complex. What is happening? Amino acyl AMP is what? AMP is adenosine monophosphate. Here ATP was there. So this ATP will break down. After the breaking down of this ATP, it will release high energy. And with this triphosphate, because we know that what is the diagram of this adenosine? Like this, okay? And here when adenosine will attach, what it will form? Adenosine, and when phosphate will be there, like this. Okay, so when ribose sugar attach with this A, what it forms? It forms adenosine, and when this phosphate will also attach with this molecule, it will form AMP. It means that adenosine monophosphate, only one phosphate group is present, and earlier there is a 3-phosphate. That's why we said adenosine triphosphate, and due to this breakdown of this triphosphate, what happens that there is a release of energy and it will remain only AMP, adenosine monophosphate. Clear? So this complex will form here after the use of this amino acid tRNA synthetase enzyme, and as well as some this inorganic phosphate will also release. And how many inorganic phosphate are releasing? This 2-phosphate, first 2. That's why we have written the PP here, because 2-phosphate will move out. Okay, so what you will call this amino acid AMP enzyme complex? It is known as activated amino acid. Why? Because now the amino acid which is present here, they becomes activated. Okay, so our first work is completed. We have activated these amino acids. Now when they will activate it is easier for them to move with the tRNA molecule, or they can bind with the adapter molecule very easily. So the next step will come here, the charging of tRNA. Okay, so here the activated amino acids. Okay, what is this activated amino acid? It is nothing. It is this complex which is formed by this amino acyl tRNA synthetase enzyme. So again, what we will take? We will take this activated amino acid, which is this complex, and we will attach with the tRNA. Okay, in simple language, if I will draw here, this is the tRNA. Okay, this is the loop tRNA. what happens that this amino acid which is present in the cytoplasm, it will attach here. Okay, and we know the first codon is for what? For the methionine. So this methionine, this amino acid will come here and attach with this tRNA. Okay, it will attach with the tRNA, and we know this site is for what? This site is for attaching the amino acid only, and this site is for anticodon, and this site is for what? This is for the binding of amino acid site. So here the amino acid will attach here. When this activated amino acid will attach here, it will become this tRNA charged one. Okay, because we know that this methionine is what? Negatively charged. So it will charge this whole tRNA, and it is required this tRNA charged for what? For proper translation. Okay, so it is required that it should be charged here. So we have done this thing, the charging of tRNA with the help of what? With the help of this activated amino acid, and it will attach with this tRNA, and what they will form? They will form now the complex which will form here. After adding this methionine and tRNA, what complex it will be there? Again, amino acyl tRNA complex. What it is? Amino acyl tRNA complex. Right, it is. And this one is important for the translation. Okay, here. So we have written here, and this whole part will known as the charged tRNA, as well as what will happen? They will release some AMP, because AMP is present here, as well as this enzyme will release here. So what is required for us? This charged tRNA. Okay, and this one I have drawn in this part. Now I am rubbing it here. Again we will understand that we have activated this amino acids. After activation, tRNA gets charged, and the third step which will come here, in which we were discussing about translation. Now there will be change from mRNA to protein with the help of this tRNA, which is the charged one. Okay, and in this translation we are having again 3 steps. What are they? Initiation, elongation, and termination. Right here. So same thing we have done in case of transcription also. Initiation, elongation, termination. Okay, in case of prokaryotics, the transcription is very easy. With the help of the sigma factor and rho factor, we were using the RNA polymerase and binding with the mRNA, binding with the mRNA. Okay, same thing what we will do here. We will again use this mRNA. Already we have formed mRNA from the transcription. Is it okay? How? In case of prokaryotes, it was very easier as compared to the eukaryotes. In eukaryotes, before making the mRNA, there was a formation of hnRNA. After the processing in hnRNA, we got the mRNA. Okay, so here we will take this mRNA which has been developed in the transcription. So I am not drawing here any template DNA. If I have drawn this mRNA, it means that it is the transcribed one. Okay, so here we have taken, and we know that the mRNA having the 5' to 3' end, because the DNA template having 3' to 5' end. Okay, so we will understand this here. So we have taken this mRNA strand. In this mRNA, we know that the first codon, in genetic code we have done that we are having triplet. We will understand as a triplet coding. Okay, first there will be a AUG, and this code is the initiator code, and it will start the mechanism. So here first one is AUG. Okay, now in initiation of polypeptide chain, for the initiation of this translation, what is required? The first thing which is required here, the tRNA. Okay, as well as these ribosomes. Here I have drawn this tRNA, which is I have shown from this part, and this red color structure is what? It is the ribosome, and we know that ribosome having 2 subunits. This is the larger subunit. Okay, this is the larger subunit of ribosome, and it is the smaller subunit. So now what is the function of these 2 units? First of all, you assume that there is no ribosome. Okay, it was only the mRNA strand. But as we have started here, First of all, what will attach here? This small subunit. Okay, so don't consider it here for this time. I'm saying that only there was only this small subunit, right? Then after that, what will happen? This tRNA will come. Who will come here? This tRNA. See, this is mRNA strand and this tRNA will come here, and it will read the sequence of this mRNA. Okay, this will read the sequence mRNA. So again, same thing, it with the help of their anti-codon loop, it will read, and it will how it will read? U, then this UA, then G, C, like this. After coding this tRNA go where? Into the cytoplasm. Okay, for example, this is a cell, and outside the cell outside the their structure, their cytoplasm is present, just like this one. Okay, so structure is present here in the cytoplasm, and in the cytoplasm all over amino acids are spreaded. So what they will do, this tRNA will go, and the amino acid which has been activated now, it will take the amino acid from the cytoplasm, right here. So what it is doing, they are collecting or they are attaching the amino acid and become the charged tRNA. Okay, after attaching this amino acid, they becomes the charged one, and what they will do, again they will code for this mRNA, and after that, after forming this, there will becoming of this larger subunit. So what is happening, सबसे पहले smaller subunit आई, smaller subunit आने के बाद हमने क्या किया, हमारे पास एक जो tRNA है, वो tRNA लार्जर सब यूनिट का काम क्या है और स्मॉलर सब यूनिट का काम क्या है, to form the protein peptide bond. It will come later here with this larger subunit. Okay, now after that this tRNA will come here, and this tRNA will code for this anticodon. Now we know that when this larger subunit will come here, okay, जब बड़ी subunit आएगी तो उसके पास क्या होते हैं, they are having 3 sites. What are they? E site. They are having 3 sites, that is E site, P site and A site. I am drawing here E site, P site and A site, right here. How they will move here? So सबसे पहले tRNA किस पे attach होगा? On this P site. Always and always make sure that first one will always be the initiator codon, and it will bring methionine only, and this tRNA will enter into which site? This will enter into the P site. Now you can see this A site is vacant. Okay, and this amino acid will form, and this tRNA will bring the methionine from the cytoplasm, and it will attach here. यहाँ पे अटैच कर दिया. अब जैसे ये अटैच हो जाएगा एक अमीनो एसिड, तो ये अटैच हो गया. देन आफ्टर दैट देयर इज अनदर कोडोन, दैट इज UUA. इट मे बी एनी कोडोन. आई हैव जस्ट टेकन UUA. ओके, again tRNA will come here. What will happen? tRNA will come here. So I am drawing with this one again. This tRNA will come here. Okay, this tRNA will come here. Now again it will read for this code. Again this will read for this codon, that is UUA. Now if it will code for this UUA, what it will form? U then A, U with A and A with U. Okay, and we know that this codon is for what? This is for the leucine. Okay, ये जो codon है वो किसके लिए कोड करता है? leucine के लिए. तो ये जो tRNA है फिर साइटोप्लाज्म में जाके क्या लेके आएगा? leucine. Which amino acid will bring? leucine. Again I am writing here this another amino acid which is leucine, right here. So how many amino acid it has formed? Methionine, then leucine, and just after that what will happen? It will break this one. Which अभी जो tRNA पहला वाला P साइट में वो क्या करेगा? इस वाले अमीनो एसिड को ब्रेक कर देगा, एंड आफ्टर ब्रेकिंग दिस दे विल फॉर्म बॉन्ड विद ईच अदर. ओके, मिथाइलिन किसके साथ बॉन्ड हो जाएगा? ल्यूसीन के साथ में, और जो P है वो अपना साइड में tRNA का बॉन्ड ब्रेक कर देगा. सो नाउ व्हाट यू आर ऑब्जर्विंग? 1 अमीनो एसिड, 2 अमीनो एसिड, 2 amino has been attached, and to attach this there is a ribosome. अभी राइबोसोम का काम क्या है? टू जैसे ही ये बॉन्ड टूटेगा तो कौन सा बॉन्ड बनेगा? दिस पेप्टाइड बॉन्ड विल फॉर्म बिटवीन दीज 2 अमीनो एसिड, राइट हियर. again you can see that this will form one protein. Like this we have to make very large chain of this amino acid so that the required protein can be formed. Now again what will happen, this ribosome will translocate. अभी तो यहाँ पे एक स्ट्रैंड में था, अब ये राइबोसोम क्या करते हैं, पूरी चेन में मूव करते हैं. ओके ये पूरी mRNA की चेन है, तो क्या करेंगे, अब ये राइबोसोम मूव करेंगे. व्हेन दे विल मूव, व्हाट विल हैपन, देयर विल बी चेंज इन द साइट ऑफ दिस EPA. ओके अब ये कहाँ पर आ गया है, A पे आ गया है. ओके और P वाला tRNA अपनी जगह पे. व्हेन इट विल मूव फ्रॉम हियर टू हियर, ओके अभी तो I have drawn this larger one. Again they are having this type of structure. Now there will be no ribosome, and this movement of this ribosome in this mRNA, it is what, it is translocation, and it works with the help of translocase enzyme. Now what will happen, again this larger subunit having 3 sites, EPA, larger subunit के पास हमेशा क्या होती हैं, 3 sites होती है. what are they, EPA. Okay again in this P site what will happen, again another code will be there. यहाँ पे फिर से codon होंगे 3 in form of triplet. So when tRNA will come here, again tRNA will come here, they will read this codon, and again it will anticode, and whatever the amino acid, for example now it will code for the serine. ओके अभी जो कोड है वो सीरीन का है, तो जाके हम साइटोप्लाज्म से क्या लेके आएगा, ये tRNA सीरीन लेके आएगा. ओके then it will attach in this P1. Now you can see that what is happening here. First of all this A was there, now again A will be vacant. अब फिर A क्या हो गया, vacant, और जो ये A में था वो कहाँ गया है, E में. So again they are replacing their places. So we are having another, we have created one more serine here. After that when it will combine, another tRNA will come here for this codon. Okay again it will read, for example it is for tryptophan. Okay it is for tryptophan. Now what happens that as I have said in the first case, जैसे ही tryptophan आएगा इस tRNA के साथ में, तो ये क्या करेगा, अपना ये बॉन्ड पहले वाले से ब्रेक कर देगा, and this serine will form with this tryptophan. And again in this E we are having the previous one. अब E में कौन सा tRNA था, जो tRNA यहाँ पे प्रेजेंट है वो कहाँ जंप कर गया, ये वाले E में. And what they are having, A, yeah, it means that leucine always there, then leucine is connected with the methionine. इस तरीके से methionine, leucine, serine, tryptophan. ओके हमारे पास पूरी एक चेन बन गई है, किसमें, अगेन इन दिस A. ओके लाइक दिस राइबोसोम will move into this mRNA. Okay and each time it will code for the 2 amino acid, and these 2 amino acid will attach with the another ribosome with the help of the peptide bond. Okay at last what happens that we know that we are having some initiator codon. At last when A will be vacant, okay अगली बार सबसे लास्ट में जो होगा कौन सा कोडन होता है, nonsense codon, we can say stop codon, and we are having 3 stop codon, and out of them I have taken UAA. Okay UAA, it may be UAG, UGA. So whatever 3 codons are there in the A side, again this A side, this is P side and E side. तो जब जंप करते हुए राइबोसोम कहाँ पहुंचा, लास्ट के कोडन में पहुंचा. वहां पर ए ने क्या देखा, पी पे सारे के सारे प्रोटीन अटैच हो गए जो पहले बने हैं, सारे के सारे अमाइनो एसिड्स. ओके ऑल द अमाइनो एसिड गेट अटैच्ड इनटू दिस पी साइड, एंड अगेन इट विल ट्राई टू कोड फॉर दिस यूएए. दोबारा से टीआरएनए आएंगे, यूए को कोड करेंगे. नाउ इट विल नॉट कोड बिकॉज दिस इज स्टॉप कोडोन. यहाँ पे क्या कहेगा कि अब आगे कोडिंग नहीं करनी है. इफ देयर विल बी नो कोडिंग, व्हाट विल हैपन, इट विल स्टॉप द दिस रिएक्शन, इट विल स्टॉप द ट्रांसलेशन. यानी कि अब प्रोटीन यानी कि अमाइनो एसिड बनना बंद हो जाएगा जैसे ही हमारे पास स्टॉप कोडोन आएंगे. सो हाउ मेनी अमाइनो एसिड्स वी हैव मेड इन दिस mRNA टिल नाउ, 1 2 3 4 5. Okay it may vary. So for example I have made this 1 2 3 4 and one more amino acids. So we are having this much amino acid chain. जैसे ये बनेगा तो ये भी tRNA क्या हो जाएगा, इससे टूट जाएगा, and this amino acid again will form a protein. Okay and what is our requirement to form the protein from the mRNA which we are getting from the DNA. ओके अब हमने क्या करना था, प्रोटीन ही बनाना था ट्रांसलेशन मेथड में. सो इनिशिएशन में हमने क्या किया, टीआरएनए लग गए. चेन एलोंगेशन में ये राइबोसोम्स क्या होंगे, दे विल मूव इन दिस mRNA, or they will translocate with the help of translocase enzyme. At the last step is termination. As the stop codon will come, the chain will get terminate and there will be no formation of amino acid, and if there will be no formation of amino acid, so no formation of protein after that, and whatever the amino acid they have formed, it will form a particular protein for any particular gene. Okay, so that much we have completed this translation, how it occurs and how the many steps are present. Okay, so now the topic is regulation of gene expression. See, whatever we are talking about the DNA, the genes which are present in this DNA. So how it will express and how they can be regulated. Whatever we have studied, we have done transcription, we have done translation. Okay, in transcription also what we were seeing that some of the genes were expressing, because we know that the whole DNA never expresses. Some part of the DNA gets expresses and some part of the DNA will become the junk DNA. They will not express or they will not code for any protein. Right here, so how we can regulate this expression, how it can be regulated. So we are seeing this example of expression in every cases. In case of transcription, again in the transcription you have seen the processing of the hnRNA. In case of processing of hnRNA, one step was their splicing. Okay, in case of splicing also we are observing that the genes are expressing. Okay, after that it is transforming into the mRNA. So we can say that expression of gene takes place in different methods in case of eukaryotes. Okay, in case of eukaryotes we are having different example for these expression. Now what is meaning of gene expression? What is the meaning of gene expression? We are talking about how it will form the protein, how it will form the peptide bond. So then only we can say it is a expression of gene. So same thing I have written here, mechanism which stimulate the expression, or it may inhibit. Okay, it may promote to the formation of protein or it may inhibit to the formation of protein. In both cases we can say it is a expression. आप कोई चीज़ एक्सप्रेस क्या करते हो कि आपको अच्छी चीज़ एक्सप्रेस करनी है या पूरी चीज़ एक्सप्रेस करनी है, अपने अच्छे आइडियाज़ एक्सप्रेस करने हैं या पूरे आइडियाज़. So whatever it is there, you can express. So expression is the same thing. So how gene will express these characters which is having here. So for understanding this expression, we are having the operand concept. Okay, what we are having? Operon concept. So what is this operon? Operon, it is a segment or it is a group of the genes, or it is a group of the codes. Already which we have done in the genetic code, we are having different codes. Okay, we are having different codes, and here we have done in case of transcription, promoter was there. Okay, and at the last we are having terminator, and the part which is present between this, what is it? The part which is between this, in which, for example, it is a DNA strand and this is a template strand which will give rise to mRNA. Okay, so the whole part which participate in the formation of this mRNA or for expressing its character, it is known as structural gene. Okay, so what is structural gene? So operon is what? Operon is whole this one which contains the promoter, structural as well as the terminator. Right, it is. So this operon is important for understanding that how the expression of gene is taking place in different steps or in different mechanisms. Clear? So to understand this thing, we have taken the example of this lac operon. Okay, we are having two types of operon. Operon is what? It may be induce something or it may stop something. Whenever we are talking about these genes, we are talking about the cell. Everything is happening inside the cell, isn't it? Whether it is a prokaryotic cell or in case of eukaryotic cell. So all these things are happening in case of the cell. And when we have to study about these expression of gene, we are focusing more on the prokaryotic cell. Okay, and very common thing which we are taking, the E. coli. What we are taking? E. coli, because it's a bacteria. Now in this operon, as I have said, it is a segment or the group of this codon here. So operon can be inducible as well as repressible. Inducible means that in general form it remains off. Two modes are there, switch on, and another mode is switch off. Okay, if we will talk about the inducible form, the cell of this part, अगर हम inducible की बात करें, जो सेल एग्जाम्पल हम इंड्यूसिबल में लेंगे, वो सेल हमेशा कैसा होता है, हमेशा स्विच ऑफ स्टेज में होता है. ओके, एंड इट इज रिक्वायर्ड फॉर अस टू गेट स्विच ऑन. हम इसको क्या करते हैं, स्विच ऑन करना चाहते हैं, और स्विच ऑन करने के लिए हमें क्या करना पड़ेगा, वी हैव टू इंड्यूस दिस सेल, ओके, विद द हेल्प ऑफ सम कंपोनेंट. Okay, so what we are saying, in inducible we are inducing, in general it is in a switch off mode. And this repressible operon, what is this repressible operon? Repressible operon is that thing in which everything is in a switch on mode. Okay, just vice versa, everything generally it remains in the switch on mode, and it is required for us to get switch off. That's why we are saying repressible. We have to stop this this reaction, or we have to stop this metabolism. Okay, that much is there. So in your syllabus only inducible form is given, that with the help of this lac operon, and the example of this repressible is the tryptophan. Okay, tryptophan operon, tryptophan operon is the example of repressible one. So this can be asked in the examination, otherwise nothing is given, only we have to study about this lac operon. Now this lac operon means what? Operons means, we know it, lac related to lactose. What it means? Lactose. Okay, and as it is bacteria, as we are studying in the E. coli, so E. coli is bacteria, so it takes what? It takes glucose. What is its food? The glucose, its food, and after taking the glucose, it is releasing its energy. Okay, so this lac operon concept was given by the Jacob and Monod in 1961. Again, this question is important. Okay, who proposed this lac operon model? That Jacob and Monod in 1961. And what they have done, they regulated the gene action in case of E. coli. Okay, what example they took? They took E. coli. Okay, so what they have done in this E. coli, two things I have drawn here. What it is? The first thing I have written, absence of inducer, and another one is the presence of inducer. Whenever I am talking about the inducer, it means what? It means that lactose. And what is lactose? If you will break the lactose, it is formed of what? It is formed of glucose plus galactose. Okay, lactose is what? Glucose plus lactose. And if E. coli has to take the food, so what it will do? It has to break down this lactose into glucose. Okay, so in general mode, if there is a no lactose, अगर कोई lactose होगा ही नहीं, तो क्या कोई there is no need to break down of this into glucose and galactose. अगर lactose होगा ही नहीं, तो उसको E. coli को किसकी जरूरत नहीं है? ग्लूकोज, लैक्टोज को ग्लूकोज और गैलेक्टोज पे ब्रेक डाउन करने की जरूरत ही नहीं है. अगर इसकी जरूरत नहीं होगी, तो क्या वो अपने जीन एक्सप्रेस करेगा? ओके, उसका जीन काम करेगा? नो. दैट्स व्हाई इन दिस मोड इट रिमेन्स ऑफ मोड. ओके, इट रिमेन्स इन द ऑफ मोड every time. Okay, so we have said that in absence of inducer means that lactose is absent here, and presence of inducer means that lactose will present here. Okay, now we will understand that everything is happening inside the cell. जो भी चीज हो रही है वो किसमें हो रही है? सेल में. And what is this cell? E. coli cell. Again, if I will draw this like this, okay, this is E. coli cell, and this is again a E. coli cell. I have drawn with a different method. So what is happening? Membrane is present. Membrane is present. Okay, and outside the region, okay, if I will draw the double membrane structure, okay, and outside the region, what you are having? You are having lactose here, but here there is no lactose in the environment. ठीक है, E. coli को अगर हमने क्या किया, this is solution, but there is no lactose. Lactose is absent. और दूसरे में हमने क्या किया? We have put the cell of E. coli in that solution, in that medium where lactose is present. Okay, so this membrane will helpful. Here also E. coli is there. So same thing I have drawn here. So how it will take place? How it will take place? So we will understand this thing. It is also double membranous. just imagine this one. When there is no lactose, okay, inside the cell again there will be some set of gene. ठीक है, इसके अंदर भी क्या होंगे, जीन. हमने पढ़ा था that we have done in case of transcription, we are having some structural gene, we are having promoter gene, we are having terminator gene. Okay, so here this ZYA, what they are showing, this is a structural gene. Okay, and here there is a operator. What it is? Operator. And this P relates to promoter, and this I relates to inhibitor, and this one is again promoter. Okay, हमारे पास एक sequence है. इस sequence में, yes, you must know the sequence of this PIPOZYA. Again same sequence will be here, PIPOZYA, right? अब क्या होता है, we know that for having any activity, because inside this one how they will work, when there will be DNA changes into RNA, RNA changes into protein, and this part is what, DNA. ठीक है, ये पूरा सेगमेंट किसका है, DNA का सेगमेंट है. एंड दिस सेगमेंट ऑफ DNA जो स्ट्रक्चरल पार्ट है इसका, इट इज फॉर व्हाट, टू फॉर्म द mRNA. इसी से क्या बनता है, mRNA. अब इस mRNA से क्या बनता है, प्रोटीन. ओके, but here in this case there will be no formation of protein. ठीक है, यहाँ पे प्रोटीन नहीं बनेगा. Why? Because ये जनरली ऐसा होता है. In every DNA what happens, the structural DNA changes into mRNA, mRNA into protein. Why? And how these reaction is happening with the help of RNA polymerase. जब भी हमें DNA से RNA बनाना होता है, what we are using, RNA polymerase. Okay, अब if you will recall the transcription, what happens in the transcription, we are having promoter gene there also. वहां पर भी हमारे पास क्या था, एक promoter gene था जहां से किसकी एंट्री होती थी. ओके, there will be entry of what, RNA polymerase. So RNA polymerase सबसे पहले जाके कहाँ पे अटैच होता था, this promoter पे. Okay, are you able to recall it? So this RNA polymerase कहाँ पे होता था हमारे पास, प्रमोटर पे. जैसे ही प्रमोटर पे अटैच होगा, देयर विल बी फॉर्मेशन ऑफ द प्रोटीन. बट हियर देयर इज वन ऑपरेटर. ओके, देयर इज वन ऑपरेटर बिटवीन दिस प्रमोटर एज वेल एज द स्ट्रक्चरल जीन. सो नाउ व्हाट हैपेंस दैट नियर टू इट देयर इज वन इनहिबिटरी जीन. ओके, एंड बिफोर द इनहिबिटरी जीन अगेन देयर इज अ प्रमोटर. So now what happens, that inhibitory gene having the capacity to make its own RNA and its own protein. जो inhibitory gene होता है उसके पास tendency क्या होती है, वो अपना mRNA भी बना सकता है और अपना protein भी बना सकता है. So what it is doing, it is making its mRNA. Okay, और ये mRNA कैसा है, repressor mRNA, कि किसी चीज को stop करने के लिए. Again ये mRNA क्या बनाएंगे, अपने protein बनाएगा. So this protein which it form, it will be the repressor. It means that again it is a inhibitory protein. Okay, so ये कैसा enzyme बनाएगा, inhibitory enzyme or inhibitory protein. और what is the role of this inhibitory protein, to inhibit something. Okay, so repressor or the inhibitory protein which is forming from this I gene, what it will do, it will move or it has having tendency to attach with this operator. ठीक है, हमेशा जो रिप्रेसर हो या फिर इनहिबिटरी प्रोटीन होते हैं, वो क्या कहाँ अटैच करने की कोशिश करते हैं, ऑपरेटर पे अटैच करने की कोशिश करते हैं. नाउ व्हेन इट विल अटैच विद द ऑपरेटर, व्हाट दे विल डू, दे विल इनहिबिट समथिंग. इनहिबिटर का काम ही क्या है, किसी चीज को रोकना. सो द RNA polymerase which is attaching with this promoter, okay, so it will stop. Who will stop, the repressor which is now attaches with this operator. It will stop this RNA polymerase to get inside this structural gene. अब ये ट्रांसक्रिप्शन कब होगा, ट्रांसक्रिप्शन क्या होता है, DNA से RNA, RNA से प्रोटीन. सो ये अगर हम बात करें तो यहाँ पर क्या होगा, जो प्रमोटर है उसमें जो RNA पॉलीमरेज है वो कहाँ नहीं पहुंच पाएगा, स्ट्रक्चरल जीन पे नहीं पहुंच पाएगा. इफ इट विल नॉट रीच टू द स्ट्रक्चरल जीन, देन इट विल नॉट एबल टू अंडरगो ट्रांसक्रिप्शन. ट्रांसक्रिप्शन कैसे होता था, जब प्रमोटर से RNA पॉलीमरेज कहाँ मूव करता था, स्ट्रक्चरल जीन में, तभी ट्रांसक्रिप्शन स्टार्ट हो रहा था. लेकिन यहाँ पे ट्रांसक्रिप्शन स्टार्ट नहीं हो पाएगा. वाई, due to this repressor which has been attached in this operator, it will not give a message, or it will stop this RNA polymerase to get inside the structural gene, and there will be no transcription. If there will be no transcription, there will be no translation, and if there will be no translation, there will be no formation of any protein. Okay, so we can say यहाँ पर क्या है, ऑफ मोड में. ओके, जब जहाँ पर लैक्टोज एब्सेंट है. बट इफ यू विल सी द अनदर स्ट्रक्चर, नाउ वी हैव प्रोवाइडेड लैक्टोज टू द सेल. हमने इकोलाई को क्या प्रोवाइड किया, लैक्टोज प्रोवाइड किया. एंड व्हाट इज द यूज ऑफ लैक्टोज, एज वी आर प्रोवाइडिंग लैक्टोज, तो यहाँ पर क्या करने की कोशिश करेगा, ये जो इकोला है इस लैक्टोज को ब्रेक डाउन करने की कोशिश करेगा इनटू ग्लूकोज, क्योंकि उसको क्या लेना है, ग्लूकोज लेना है. चाहिए तो यहाँ भी था, लेकिन यहाँ पर ये रिप्रेसर है, इनहिबिटरी जीन के जो रिप्रेसर है, इसकी वजह से क्या नहीं हो पाया, ट्रांसक्रिप्शन और ट्रांसलेशन नहीं हो पाया, इसलिए ये अपना ब्रेक डाउन नहीं कर पाया लैक्टोज का. ओके, इट इज नॉट एबल टू ब्रेक डाउन द लैक्टोज. नाउ व्हाट हैपेंस दैट again we have provided lactose in the environment, so due to this same gene will be here also. एक ही सेल है इकोलाई का, PIPO-ZYA. ZYA is a structural gene, O is a operator, P is a promoter, I is a inhibitory gene, P again promoter. ओके, हर एक जो हमारे पास हमको इनहिबिटरी जीन होते हैं, उनके पास अगेन टेंडेंसी क्या होती है, वो अपने mRNA बना सकते हैं. एंड दैट mRNA इट इज नोन एज रिप्रेसर mRNA, क्योंकि ये किसी चीज को रोकने की कोशिश करेंगे. एंड फ्रॉम दिस रिप्रेसर mRNA वी आर हैविंग रिप्रेसर. ओके, फर्स्ट वी विल गेट ओनली रिप्रेसर. सबसे पहले हमको सिर्फ रिप्रेसर ही मिलेगा. ओके, देयर इज नो दिस ब्लैक डॉट. सो हाउ दिस ब्लैक डॉट इज कमिंग हियर, this black dot is coming from this A lactose. So what is this A lactose? Now we know that इस मोड पे हम ये कह रहे हैं कि कोई भी ट्रांसक्रिप्शन ट्रांसलेशन नहीं होता है, बट थोड़ा बहुत ट्रांसक्रिप्शन ट्रांसलेशन होता है, बट इट इज इन वेरी माइन्यूट क्वांटिटी. ठीक है, आर यू गेटिंग माई पॉइंट. ऑफ मोड में भी थोड़ा बहुत ट्रांसक्रिप्शन ट्रांसलेशन होता है, बट देर इज नो फॉर्मेशन ऑफ प्रॉपर एंजाइम और द प्रोटीन. ओके, और हमें पता है कि एवरी टाइम इफ वी आर हैविंग 3 स्ट्रक्चरल जीन, दैट इज ZYA, सो आफ्टर दिस transcription and translation, this ZY forms what type of protein or enzyme, beta galactosidase. Y कौन सा बनाते हैं, परमीएज. A बनाते हैं आपके ट्रांस एसाइटिलेज. ओके, सो हमेशा Z से क्या बनेगा, बीटा गैलेक्टोसिडेज, देन परमीएज एंड दैट ट्रांस एसिटाइलेज. राइट, लेकिन वो उनकी क्वांटिटी बहुत कम होती है. अब परमेज का काम क्या था, व्हाट इज द फंक्शन ऑफ दिस परमेज, द नेम इटसेल्फ इंडिकेट्स दैट इट इज हेल्पफुल फॉर द परमेबिलिटी. ओके, अब जो हमारी मेम्ब्रेन है, प्लाज्मा मेम्ब्रेन, इट इज रिस्पॉन्सिबल फॉर व्हाट, फॉर टेकिंग द लैक्टोज. जो भी बाहर लैक्टोज है वो सेल के अंदर कैसे आएगा, विद द हेल्प ऑफ डिफ्यूजन. ओके, एंड दिस डिफ्यूजन टेक्स प्लेस विद द हेल्प ऑफ दिस परमेज एंजाइम, जो कि थोड़ा बहुत पहले से बनता है जब वो ऑफ मोड में होता है. ठीक है, तो जब वो ऑफ मोड में होता है, थोड़ा बहुत परमेज बनने की वजह से द लैक्टोज विच इज प्रेजेंट आउटसाइड, इट विल गेट इनसाइड द सेल. अब वो कहाँ जाएगा, अंदर की तरफ जाएगा. तो जो लैक्टोज अंदर की तरफ जाएगा उसको हम क्या कहेंगे, ए लैक्टोज. Okay, the lactose will enter inside the cell as a lactose and it will act as a inducer here. Okay, ये किसका काम करेगा, इंड्यूसर की तरह. रिप्रेसर क्या कर रहा था अभी तक, पहले पार्ट में रोक रहा था. जैसे ही इंड्यूसर, अब जो रिप्रेसर बन रहा है, इट हैविंग द टेंडेंसी मोर विद दिस इंड्यूसर. पहले रिप्रेसर की टेंडेंसी क्या थी कि ऑपरेटर के साथ में जाके बाइंड हो, लेकिन अगर इफ देयर इज अ चॉइस बिटवीन ऑपरेटर एंड दिस इंड्यूसर और ए लैक्टोज, सो रिप्रेसर विल चूज टू व्हाट, रिप्रेसर के पास 2 ऑप्शन है, ऑपरेटर और ए लैक्टोज. तो वो कहाँ पे जाके बाइंड होगा, इट विल बाइंड विद दिस ए लैक्टोज. सो इसीलिए जो रिप्रेसर है वो किसके साथ बाइंड कर जाता है, इंड्यूसर के साथ में बाइंड कर जाता है. सो नाउ व्हेन इट विल अटैच विद दिस इंड्यूसर, तो ये ऑपरेटर को रोकेगा ही नहीं. ओके, इफ इट विल नॉट स्टॉप द ऑपरेटर, व्हाट विल हैपन, द RNA polymerase easily get attached with this promoter, and after attaching with the promoter it will enter into this structural gene. ओके, अब क्या होगा, RNA पॉलीमरेज इजीली क्या कर सकते हैं, ट्रांसक्रिप्शन कर सकते हैं, क्योंकि अब यहाँ पर कोई भी रिप्रेसर नहीं है. इट मीन्स दैट देयर इज नो रेस्ट्रिक्शन फॉर देम. अब RNA polymerase will attach here and it will form the mRNA, and from this mRNA, okay, what type of mRNA it will form? Lactose mRNA, mRNA, and this mRNA will again form the protein. Okay, and we have done this thing that always and always prokaryotes are polycistronic. प्रोकैरियोट्स कैसे होते हैं? पॉलीसिस्ट्रॉनिक. इट मीन्स दैट उनमें हर पार्ट में एमआरएनए से डिफरेंट टाइप्स ऑफ प्रोटीन्स फॉर्म होते हैं. यूकैरियोट्स कैसे थे? मोनोसिस्ट्रॉनिक. यूकैरियोट्स मोनोसिस्ट्रॉनिक. प्रोकैरियोट्स कैसे होते हैं? पॉलीसिस्ट्रॉनिक, यानी कि उनके पास बीटा गैलेक्टोसिडेज बनेगा, परमेज बनेगा एंड ट्रांस एसिटाइलेज. Right here, so what you are saying, what you are observing here, that when there is no lactose, okay, when there is no lactose, तो यहाँ पे जो जीन है उन्हें क्या करना है? एक्सप्रेस स्टार्ट कर दिया. ठीक है, इन प्रेजेंस ऑफ द इंड्यूसर, इन प्रेजेंस ऑफ द लैक्टोज, दे स्टार्टेड एक्सप्रेसिंग इटसेल्फ, बट व्हेन देयर विल बी नो लैक्टोज, दे विल नॉट एक्सप्रेस इटसेल्फ. सीधी सी बात है, अगर हमारे पास चीज़ें अवेलेबल है तो हम काम करने की कोशिश नहीं करते हैं, और जब हमारे पास कोई चीज़ अवेलेबल नहीं है तो हम उसके लिए काम करने की कोशिश करते हैं. तो हम अपने आप को एक्सप्रेस कब करते हैं? जब हमारे पास काम होता है. अगर हमारे पास काम ही नहीं होगा तो हम कोई एफर्ट ही नहीं देंगे. ओके, दैट मच इज देयर in this lac operon theory and regulation of this gene expression. So we have completed this topic. So that's all for today. Thank you.